Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, let us solve question number 8 from exercise 11.1, chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. In my previous videos, I have completed examples 1 to 5 and questions 1 to 7. If you have not watched these videos, do find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. And also do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. So now let us begin with the video. Question number 8 from exercise 11.1, chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry says, if 3 cot A equal to 4, check whether 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A is equal to cos square A minus sin square A or not. Here they have given us that 3 into cot A is equal to 4 and we have to prove this equation is right or not. So for that, let us first write down what is given in the question. So they have given us 3 into cot A is equal to 4, right? Here we have 3 into cot A. So can we send this 3 to right hand side and find out the value of cot A? Cot A is equal to 4 divided by 3. Since 3 is in multiplication form here with cot A, when it comes to the right hand side, it comes in division form. So we have got the value of cot A as equal to 4 by 3. What is the trigonometric ratio for cot? So for that, we have to remember a simple relationship, that is PBP divided by HHB. Using this relationship, we can find out any of the 6 trigonometric ratio. The first trigonometric ratio, that is sine, is given by perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos is given by base by hypotenuse, tan is given by perpendicular by base. Similarly, the reciprocal of sine, cos and tan, that is cosecant, secant and cot. So here the trigonometric ratio for cot is base by perpendicular. So let us write down here base by perpendicular. Our value of base is equal to 4 and the perpendicular will be equal to 3. They have given us the base value as equal to 4 and the perpendicular value as equal to 3. So these forms the two sides of a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. So let us name it as A, B and C. So if this is the acute angle, the side opposite will be the perpendicular or the opposite side, and the side along this acute angle will be the base or the adjacent side, and the side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. So we have to determine the hypotenuse value. So let us determine this by applying the Pythagoras theorem to this right angle triangle ABC. So write down apply Pythagoras theorem. So that is given by the hypotenuse square is equal to the base square plus the perpendicular square. Here our hypotenuse is AC square equal to base is BC square plus the perpendicular is AB square. So the hypotenuse we have to find out. So AC square is equal to the base is 4 square plus the perpendicular is 3 square. So here we have 4 4s are 16 plus 3 3s are 9. So AC square is equal to 25 or AC is equal to square root of 25, that is nothing but 5. So here the hypotenuse value is equal to 5. Now we got all the 3 sides of this triangle. Using all these 3 sides, we can find out the trigonometric ratios for tan, cos and sine and find out whether the given equation is equal or not. So let us first consider this part, that is 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A as left hand side, and cos square A minus sin square A will be the right hand side part. So let us first consider the left hand side part given in the question, that is 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. So what is the tan value? The trigonometric ratio for tan is perpendicular by base. So here the perpendicular value is 3 and the hypotenuse value is 4. So it is 3 by 4. So we can substitute the tan value here, and also whenever they have given us tan square A, this will be equivalent to tan A the whole square. Okay, square of any trigonometric function will be equal to its whole square. So accordingly we will substitute here. So 1 minus tan square A will be, what is the value of tan A? It is 3 by 4 the whole square minus 1 plus tan square a, it is again 3 by 4 the whole square. So this will be equal to 1 minus 3 square is 9 divided by 16 divided by 1 plus again 3 by 4 the whole square, that is 9 divided by 16. So let us take the LCM here. So we will have 16 minus 9 divided by 16 the whole by 16 plus 9 divided by 16. So since the denominators, so 16 minus 9 is how much? It is 7 divided by 16 the whole divided by 16 plus 9 is again 25 divided by 16. So this will be 7 divided by 16. Now we can bring this 25 by 16 to the numerator by taking its reciprocal. So this will become 16 divided by 25. So cancelling 16 and 16, we will be left with 7 divided by 25. So this is what the left hand side part. Now let us find out the value of right hand side part. Right hand side is equal to what? Cos square a minus sin square a. Now let us first find out the cos and sin value. So sin a is what? Sin a is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here perpendicular value is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Sin a is 3 by 5. Similarly, we will find out cos a. So cos a is given by base by hypotenuse. So base value here is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. So it is 4 by 5. So substituting here again, we will get cos square a is 4 by 5 the whole square minus sin square a, that is 3 by 5 the whole square. So substituting and taking the square of these two terms, it is 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25 minus 3 square is 9 by 25. Again here the denominators are equal, so we can subtract the numerators, right? So 16 minus 9 is how much? It is 7 divided by 25. So this is the right hand side part we have got, which is again equal to our left hand side, that is also 7 by 25. So since left hand side is equal to right hand side, so therefore we can say that 1 minus tan square a divided by 1 plus tan square a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. So this we have proved here. So this is very simple and easy problem, unless you know that all the 6 trigonometric ratios. So this is how we solve this problem. If you have any further doubts, you can comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving question number 9 from exercise 11.1, chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. So till then, do like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC and SOT Math. And also do watch the related videos of chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry, shown on the screen. Thank you.